Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Kayla and today I'll be doing a collective reading for you guys. I have already cleansed the space and said a prayer over the cards, so we're going to go ahead and get the overall energy with this oracle deck, clarify with the tarot, and finish off with the final message from Spirit. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing alright, better every day. Let's go ahead and get into the overall energy of the reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. One card. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. One card, please and thank you, Spirit, for the overall energy of the reading. One card, please and thank you, Spirit, for the overall energy of the reading. Alright. Never-ending story with the leg up at the bottom of the deck. Immediately what I notice is the banner at the top. They both have that. Okay. 37, never-ending story. 34, a leg up. So let's see. 37, never-ending story. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manners of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, you must not go there, you should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie and wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable, yet easily soothed. I'm also going to read the prosperity message. Fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you are afraid of all the good that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane, totally aware of what you are doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started, or in a situation that reminds you of past failures, financial insecurities scaring you? You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make up a new one. The universe loves you deeply and will wait for you to figure that out. Tell a new story, and success is all but guaranteed. You can do it. Okay, so maybe you're very critical of yourself, okay? But the essential meaning being self-criticism, wounded ego, unnecessary dramas, kind of like you are causing yourself unnecessary pain and drama, okay? A leg up, 34 at the bottom. Receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. You have come to a point where going at it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during the next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Also the prosperity message. Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid you in prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps toward your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time, so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. Okay? I feel like Spirit is saying whatever help that you need is definitely going to be there for you. Okay, some people are around, or Spirit is bringing in people that can help you, get further in life, whatever it is that you're trying to pursue at this time. And they want you to trust yourself. Step out and take these opportunities. Have faith, okay? And accept the help, okay? As well, if things are becoming too much for you, overwhelming, etc., and you need to delegate, pass off tasks to other people, hire assistants, those type of things, then do it, okay? Let's get some clarity, please, and thank you, Spirit, for a never-ending story. Clarify never-ending story, please, and thank you, Spirit. Why is never-ending story here for the overall energy of the reading? Make it clear, Spirit. Only the truth may come out. Make it clear, honest, and concise. Why is never-ending story here? Please and thank you, Spirit, for the overall energy. Queen of Cups. Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars. I kind of feel like it's like if you need the help, it's going to be there for you. Okay? If you need something or you need somewhere, they're going to be there for you. Like, if you ever need me, I'm here. That type of energy is what I get from. I'm going to leave the door open. Let me see. Okay. The Queen of Cups, compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. At the bottom of the decks. Six of Swords, transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, and moving on. The Knight of Wands, energy, passionate, inspired, action, adventure, fearless, and impulsiveness. And then the Judgment card. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, mercy. So I feel like you are maybe accepting something, okay? Awakening to something, realizing something, all right? You are moving forward, all right? Maybe taking action towards something that you're very passionate about. Jumping out and doing something. All right, maybe something that helps others with this compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing. All right, let's continue. Please and thank you, Spirit. What else for never-ending story? Please and thank you, Spirit. Two of Swords. A difficult decision, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. Alright, so some of you may be having a hard time deciding, choosing, making a decision about something. You could be weighing your options, avoiding doing something, okay? Feeling stuck, like as if you can't make a decision. The King of Cups at the bottom, emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, control, balanced, supportive leader, tolerance, and empathetic. Knight of Cups, creative, romantic, charm, imagination, beauty, knight in shining armor, following the heart, prince, charming, and proposals. And then the King of Swords, head over heart, disciplined, truthful, faith, truthful, honest, why would I say faithful? Mental clarity and authority. I kind of feel like it may have something to do with love, okay? Maybe you're having a difficult decision choosing or deciding maybe if you should allow someone into your life, maybe someone that's trying to pursue you romantically here with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay. Let's continue. Please and thank you. What else? Please and thank you, Spirit. For never-ending story. The Tower card. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, and sudden insight. Maybe you are just comfortable, okay? You don't want any type of change at this time. Maybe you have a fear of change, okay? At the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment, okay? I feel like maybe you are, keeping yourself stuck somewhere, like afraid to move forward, afraid to jump into something, afraid to do something, okay? You have negative thoughts about something, okay? You are restricting yourself, kind of like self-sabotaging, okay? Victim mentality. The Two of Wands, planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, and travel plans. And then the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. This could have something to do with traveling, leaving home. When I'm thinking about leaving home, and also maybe about, as I said, a relationship, or maybe, it gives, the energy of when you get married and leave home, and then you go live with the man or whatever, you're leaving your parents' home and being in somebody else's space now, okay? So maybe you're afraid of that, okay? Maybe you have negative thoughts or feelings about that. All right. What else, please and thank you, Spirit? For never-ending story. The Three of Cups in the reverse. Overindulgence, heavy partying, isolation, independence, alone time. Threes of crowd gossip. You could be spending too much time alone, okay? Maybe Spirit wants you to get out there, okay? It's like, I kind of feel like Spirit is tired of you keeping yourself cooped up all alone. And then maybe you're always saying things like, I have nobody, I'm lonely, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, okay? Knight of Swords at the bottom, ambitious, action-orientated, driven to success, fast thinking, and defending beliefs. The Four of Cups, meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, and disconnected. And then the Five of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. You could be thinking about something, contemplating something, reevaluating something, okay? Uninterested in something, maybe. Maybe because of something that happened in the past. Something that failed, something that disappointed you. Okay? Like fears from something that happened in the past is stopping you. Because the Two of Cups talks about love. So I feel like maybe it was like with this Three of Cups here. Over an indulgence, maybe like being cheated on in the past, those type of things make you afraid to move forward with someone new, okay? Let's see. One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for never-ending story. All right. The Sun is at the bottom of the deck, and the Lovers is where I split the deck at. The Sun talks about positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. The Lovers, love, harmony, relationships, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. All right, Spirit could probably be saying, if you take this leap of faith, it's going to be bringing you happiness, etc., okay? Let me get just one more, please, and thank you, Spirit. Look at that. The Two of Cups was there with the Justice card. Justice, fairness, truth, clarity, equality, balance, cause and effect, law. Spirit could be saying it's going to be balanced this time around. You're not going to go through what you went through the last time. Let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for a never-ending story. One more card. The High Priestess, intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high morals, okay? At the bottom, judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. Spirit may want you to trust your intuition, okay? Your sacred knowledge that you have. All right. Trust what your gut is telling you, okay? The judgment, the Hierophant, institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded, mercy, wisdom, trust, and then the Seven of Swords, betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically and tricky. Let me turn it down sometimes. 1138, I translate that to 1111 because 8 and 3 make 11. All right. So those numbers could be significant for some of you. But let's see here. Give me a moment. I want to say, as I said, trust your intuition. It is kind of giving me with this judgment. Maybe you're realizing something about like institutions, religion, society, social approval. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of, I want to say like tricking you out of something. Because the Seven of Swords talks about tricky, acting strategically, deception, deceiving you. Alright, it's like something is not what it says it is or what someone claims for it to be. We'll clarify with the other deck. Thank you, Spirit. Alright. Okay. Clearly, it doesn't want to be on that card. Okay. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. Compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify this Queen of Cups here. Knight of Pentacles, cautious, practical, loyal, stable, efficient, hard work, responsible, persistent, protective, conservative, stubborn, patient, completing what you start, getting back to nature. At the bottom, justice, karmic justice, consequences, law, legal disputes, truth, honesty, balance, cause and effect, equality, righteousness, and life lessons. Maybe like your hard work and compassion, you being a good person, a kind person, a compassionate person. The Knight of Pentacles talking about hard work. You sticking to something, persistent, efficient. Alright, justice, something is paying off. Okay. The Hierophant, commitment, traditional values, conventional conformity, religion, beliefs, ethics, knowledge sharing, social approval. And then the Five of Swords, defeat, empty, victory, surrender, walking away, cowardliness, sneakiness, lies, self-sabotage, aggression, deception, and violence. Let's get one more. Please and thank you, Spirit, for this Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. The Hermit, spiritual enlightenment, soul searching, inner strength, self-reflection, introspection, contemplation, inner guidance, solitude, and search for truth. Okay, I feel like you're dedicating time and things of that to enlightenment, to spiritual enlightenment. You're doing some soul searching, self-reflection, introspection. All right, going inward, okay. At the bottom, judgment, awakening, decision, renewal, rejuvenation, self-evaluation, reflection, decisiveness. forgiveness, anointment, reconciliation. You're finding something out. You're realizing something. You're awakening to something. Ten of Cups, complete happiness, fulfillment, joy, satisfaction, positivity, optimism, prosperity. All right? Something that makes you happy, fulfilled, satisfied, abundance, prosperity, a dream come true. Four of Wands, happy family reunion. Home, belonging, gathering, celebration, surprise, security, stability, community, laying down roots, and marriage. You could be finding out or coming to getting some type of enlightenment about a Ten of Cups. Okay? Four of Wands. Something about a happy family. Okay? Maybe Spirit is saying you spent enough time alone, all right, and healing yourself, okay? Yeah. What about this Two of Swords here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. Clarify this Two of Swords here, please and thank you, Spirit. Five of Pentacles. Lonely, left out in the cold, struggle, poor health, abandonment, neglect, despair, breakups, disgrace, financial hardship, and homelessness. At the bottom of the Star card, hope, faith, healing, positivity, manifestation, creativity, optimism, spirituality, renewal. All right. Maybe you're healing from that. Okay, maybe you have been abandoned, neglected, left out in the cold before. All right. Homeless. Ace of Cups, new relationship, love, happiness, spirituality, emotional awakening, feelings of joy, conception, celebration. And then Three of Cups, partnership, unity, love, compatibility, happy couple, potential soulmate, relationship, harmony, balance. All right, I feel like maybe it's saying that you've healed from that. Okay, the Star card talks about healing. Maybe Spirit wants you to have hope and faith. Okay, but with this Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups, I feel like it's talking about a new relationship, happiness, okay? Positive feelings, a happy couple, happy relationship. Eight of Pentacles, commitment. All right, I feel like you don't have to worry about, like this being like the last one, all right? One more for this Five of Pentacles here with the Two of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the Five of Pentacles here with the Two of Swords? The Seven of Swords in the reverse, confession, clearing the air, coming clean, counsel, owning up, getting caught, rethinking, reapproach. At the bottom, Six of Wands, victory, success, triumph, rewards, recognition, acclaim, pride, leadership, good news, success, attention seeker, fame, spotlight, supporter, celebrity, confidence, strength. Page of Wands, good news, letters, phone call, word of mouth, cheerful, optimistic, playful, creative, new, exciting plans, confident, intelligent, and bright idea. And then the Ten of Wands, a lot of wands here. Overburdened, overloaded, responsibilities, obligations, weight on shoulders, struggle, stress, burned out, and worries. I feel like maybe it's like you being real with yourself. Maybe you need to think of it differently here with rethinking, reapproach. All right, think of it. Stop thinking about the negative, maybe. Okay, think about the positive. Stop thinking about things that can go wrong and think of the things that can go right. All right. What about this Tower card here? Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, and sudden insight. Please and thank you, Spirit. For the Tower card, the Nine of Swords comes out. Fear, anxiety, terror, negativity, stress, burden, deep unhappiness, inability to cope, overwhelmed, guilt, remorse, regret, focusing on past, isolated, nightmare, insomnia, desolation, and illness. You have some type of fear or anxiety. You're thinking about the past. Thinking about what happened in the past. Emperor at the bottom, supreme ruler, head of state, dependable, stable, father figure, focus, discipline, structure, protectiveness, authority, logical, practical. Maybe something that the father of your child did to you, maybe your own father, okay? Judgment, awakening, decision, renewal, rejuvenation, self-evaluation, reflection, decisiveness, forgiveness, anointment, reconciliation. Maybe you need to forgive, all right? Yeah, Ten of Cups, complete happiness. So that you can get this happiness, okay? Positivity, joy, satisfaction, optimism. It's like you're holding your own self back out of fear. It's like you just don't want to go through the same thing that you've been through before, okay? Let's get one more, please and thank you, for this Nine of Swords here with the Tower card. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the Nine of Swords here with the Tower card? One card, please and thank you, Spirit. I'm going to shuffle. The Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. A new beginning, new relationship, love, happiness, spirituality, emotional awakening, feelings, joy, conception, and celebration. It's like you have a fear, maybe of, like once you get hurt, some people say things like, I'll never fall in love again. I'll never show anyone love again. Like you're closing yourself off. You're not opening up because you're afraid of, getting hurt again. And maybe you're lying to yourself about why. Maybe you're just saying, like, I'd just rather be single for the rest of my life. I don't mind. I don't care. But really, it's like you don't want to get into something for it to not work out again, okay? To be lonely and left out in the cold again. To struggle. Maybe someone abandoned you and your children, or neglected you, or those type of things. One more for this Nine of Swords here with the Tower. Please and thank you, Spirit. Four of Pentacles, holding on to people, things. Yeah, it's like you're holding on to the past. People, things, or issues, possessive, controlling, stingy with time, energy, and efforts. You're not trying to open up to anybody. Hoarding, holding back, emotionally void, blocked, unavailable, closed off. Yeah, it's like you're trying to protect yourself, though, I feel like. At the bottom, Page of Pentacles, plan of action, laying foundation, taking advantage of opportunity, good news, reaching out and offer communication, sending a message, ambition, reliable, dependable, consistency, education, and training. The Five of Wands, competition, fighting, conflict, struggle, battles, temper, arguments, aggression, tension, rivalry, ego, clash, pettiness, chaos, defensive, and territorial. And then the Temperance, balance, peace, patience, moderation, tranquility, harmonious relationship. Give me a moment. Okay, so it says the Five of Wands could talk about learning through challenge. So maybe it's like you went through what you had to go through to learn your lesson in something, okay? And now balance is coming in with the Temperance. Okay, so I feel like it's saying pretty much like after you went through a stressful situation, a conflict, this Five of Wands energy, you had to fight with someone, conflict with someone was in competition with you, wanting to battle with you, maybe you had a bad temper, arguments all the time, aggression, tension, seeing you as their rivalry, very egotistical, clashing, they're petty, a lot of chaos, defensive, territorial, controlling, that type of energy. Like you've learned through that, okay? I kind of feel like you just don't want to go through that again. Like it's giving trauma, okay? But maybe things are balancing out here with the Temperance, okay? Because the Temperance was here, balance, peace, patient, moderation. Then I pulled a clarifier for the Five of Wands, and it was the Page of Swords. All right? It's really giving like you just don't want to go through what you went through before. I see about this Three of Cups in the reverse. Overindulgence, heavy partying, isolation, independence, a long time. Threes of crowd and gossip. Please and thank you. The World card, success, achievement, accomplishment, completion, fulfillment, harmony, eternal life, and wholeness. You've closed out a cycle, okay? Maybe someone's getting their karma, all right? Here with the Justice card at the bottom, karmic justice, consequences, law, legal disputes, truth, honesty, balance, cause and effect, equality, righteousness, judgment, right up under justice, awakening, decision, renewal, rejuvenation, self-evaluation, reflection. I feel like you learned from your past, okay? Reflection, decisiveness, forgiveness, anointment, reconciliation, and then the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, building, co-parenting, attention to detail, alignment of values, cooperation. You're definitely seeing things differently now than before, okay? And maybe you're like dating with purpose now. Maybe before you just accept anybody and everybody. So I feel like you're very thorough now, okay? So maybe you overthink. You don't just, accept anything. You want to be sure before you step into something. You're studying, paying attention, like trying to figure out, okay? Yeah, because you don't want just anything. Ten of Cups, complete happiness. You want complete happiness, fulfillment, joy, satisfaction. You want your hard work to pay off, okay? Let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for this Three of Cups in the reverse. With this World card. Why is the Three of Cups in the reverse here with the World card, please, and thank you, Spirit? The Devil, addiction, depression, secrecy, temptation, obsession, cheating, dependency, bondage, materialism, powerless, violence. Yeah, you're done with that. Someone was violent with you, probably addicted to drugs, alcohol, obsessive, lying, cheating, materialistic, trying to control you, and you've closed out that cycle, okay, with the World card. You've completed something, accomplished something, fulfilled something, okay? At the bottom, King of Pentacles, mature, grounded male, financially successful, wealthy businessman, not a risk taker, high status, dependable, supportive, faithful, loyal, careful, cautious, provider, security, reliable, principled, building an empire. Two of Cups, partnership, unity, love, compatibility, happy couple, potential soulmate, relationship, harmony, balance, equality, mutual respect, attraction, connection, proposal, and marriage. And then the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, imprisonment, mental entrapment, stuck, self-victimization, paralyzed by fear or terror and anxiety, crisis, powerless, silence, imprisonment, psychological issues. Okay, I feel like with this Eight of Swords, it talks about anxiety too. So maybe you have some type of anxiety about new love, okay, about moving on, about a partnership. All right. Okay. Let's get this High Priestess here. Intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine. Trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high morals. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the High Priestess here? The Eight of Swords falls out. Feeling trapped, imprisonment, mental entrapment, stuck, self-victimization, paralyzed by fear or terror, anxiety, crisis, powerless, silence, imprisonment, psychological issues. At the bottom, the Lovers, love, soulmate, kindred spirits, perfect union, partnership, harmony, trust, romance, sexual connection, shared values, major decision, and choice. You're in your head about something that happens to do with love, okay? But Spirit wants you to follow your intuition. Take advantage of this new opportunity. This person is going to be mature, compassionate, calm, caring, friendly, sympathetic, okay? I just feel like you have trauma from the past, okay? And you're afraid. Let's get one more for this High Priestess here with this Eight of Swords, please, and thank you, Spirit. One more for this High Priestess here with the Eight of Swords, please, and thank you, Spirit. The Nine of Wands. I think that was just at the bottom, too. Ongoing battle, wounded, drained, fatigue, close to success, last stand, courage, perseverance, persistence, resilience. I feel like you're almost there, okay? Like something is so close. Three of Swords, heartbreak, broken relationship, betrayal. Three of Swords, heartbreak, broken relationship, betrayal, loneliness, severing ties, removal, separation, sadness, loss, conflict, tears, misunderstanding, sorrow, unhappiness, heartache, trauma. Yeah, something about trauma. King of Swords, structure, rational, intelligent, logical, power, authority. Maybe you're afraid like somebody is going to be trying to control you, okay? With this King of Swords, structure, rational, intelligent, logical, power, authority, strength, detached, cool, integrity, ethics, self-discipline, head over heart, legal matters, and judge. And then the Queen of Wands, confident, independent, passionate, determined, social, outgoing. Spirit wants you to be confident, okay? Outgoing, assertive, charismatic, optimistic. Don't be so shy and timid. That could probably be like the how you are, okay? And so you just feel like somebody else might just overpower you or try to like control you or something like that, okay? You need to be brave. Stand up for yourself, okay? Be confident, all right? So I feel like this never-ending story is like it just talks about you pretty much criticizing yourself, okay? And afraid to step out and step into something new, okay? It's like you're healing, you've learned from your mistakes, but you are still skeptical. You're analyzing everything and before you move forward because of something that happened in the past, okay? You could be very critical of yourself, maybe telling yourself you don't deserve this, you're not good enough. What do you know, that type of energy. Let's get one final message, please, and thank you, Spirit, for myself and the collective before we close out. One final message, please, and thank you, Spirit, for myself and the collective before we close out. Spirit guidance, co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection, okay? So Spirit is trying to guide you, all right? And they want you to be yourself. See you how your spirit team sees you. So as I said, you might see yourself as just undeserving or too shy, too timid, too this, too that, you know, not confident in yourself, but spirit sees you as more than that, okay? And they want you to realize that and step into your power. At the bottom, soul family strength. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intentions to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. All right? 12:12 on the clock. Spirit wants you to reach out and make connections, okay? Stop being inflexible. Stop being stuck in your ways. Stop being afraid to move forward, okay? So that is a message that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.